Hi friends, I'm Dr. Nishad Kamar. Hope you are doing well. Friends, there are two words named power and politics we always utilize and hear in our daily life very frequently. Let us now discuss these two words, what does it means and how they are utilized in an organizational setup. So first of all, we will try to understand the word power in an organizational setup. So we can say that power is defined as the capacity, or you can say ability, of a person or a team or an organization to influence the behaviors of the other person. Okay, it is also used as a means for achieving the organizational goals and objective. It is used to gain lateral and upward influence also. So here you can say that there are several types of powers. The powers usually we utilize in an organizational setup. These are the expert power, legitimate power, reward power, coercive power, referent power, and informational power. So let us discuss one by one what does it means. So first of all, in types of power, the first we can understand legitimate power. You can understand that these are the some legal powers attached with some position or designation or informal authority. It is you can very well understand that power is also assigned to a designation, not a person. So it is always based on position or formal authority. The second one is reward power. As the name says, this is the power to give any pay or raises, promotion, praise, and you can say rewards to the subordinates. Other one is the coercive power. You can very easily understand that coercion is a word attached, has some meaning attached with some kind of punishment. So the power to give or withhold punishment, such as some kind of suspension, termination, or even the withholding of praise and goodwill, is known as coercive power. Then the next one is information power. This is the power which you can say that the power that comes from access to and control over information in the organization. They are known as the information power. Then referent power. Here you can see that we are seeing the Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, the man of the millennium. And referent power is you can say that power arises from one's personality or physical or other abilities which induce others to believe in and follow that person. You can say that this kind of power is also a great source of encouragement and motivation for others. Then next one is expert power, and it is always based on some kind of expertise and based on knowledge or informational values. So in real life, we always came to understand what is the difference between power and politics. We always used to understand in our daily life that what type of politics and powers are going around us. So now we will try to understand the word politics in the organizational setup, and we can very easily understand that politics is power in action. Okay, it is in power in action. Okay, in organizational politics, it is always involved intentional act of influencing to enhance or protect the self-interest of individuals or the groups. Okay, so there is a question here that why do we have politics inside an organization? As we know that the organization is a collection of people, the diverse type of people having different values and beliefs, interests and goals, and you can say their own dreams and aspiration are with them. They have their own ideology. So diverse type of people are just working in on a single platform at that time. We can very easily understand that some power and politics in the environment of the organization. So we can say that people are of different values, ideas, interests and goals, but all the resources inside the organization are scarce resources. They are not in abundant, and when we are talking about money, it is limited resources. And again, the outcome of each and every action is not, you can say, easily or clearly known without achieving it. So in an organization, the people always the people always try to uh, utilize some political tactics inside the organization, and it may be attacking or blaming others, creating favorable image, praising others, forming conditions, coalition with strong allies, and association with influential people. Okay, so after knowing the concept of power and politics, here we can understand there are several factors which influences the political behavior inside the organization, and the first one is individual factors. Inside an organization, every person is just conscious about the working environment and all the situation condition related with the employment of that person. So inefficiency of the employee, and if that person has higher need of power, status, security, and autonomy, if these are inside the individual, these may be individual factors for influencing political behavior in the organization. So second one is organizational factors. Here we can very well understand there are levels of organization. The topmost level is known as the administrative level, and the operational level, and the lower level. Organization is divided basically in three levels, and the competition between the people and the achievement of goals and you can say goals and objectives are just at the higher level, and the competition is immense, and high performance pressure are always on subordinates. So the politics always arises in competing with each other. And the second factor is you can say in achieving all those goals and responsibilities during all those you can say activities, there are some political games played by the superior and subordinate inside the organization. So political games are played in organization by both managers and non-managers. Okay, it is just like that when people have some kind of authority in the hierarchy of the organization, when they utilize those power, the politics starts. Okay, because every time the people are conscious regarding their personal interest and personal, you can say benefits, or they are very much conscious about their own ideologies and own beliefs and own you can say personal interest. They are always played at all organizational level. Games are played to resist authority. Sometimes the people are playing that games of political games to resist some kind of authority, counter the resistance of authority, and defeat rivals. These are the 3 points where the politics starts inside the organization. Always you can observe that there's some kind of power and politics games are going on by the side of the managers or the non-managers in the organization. So there are some authority games also. The authority plays these games to resist or to counter resist formal authority. Power based games to enhance base of power with superiors, peers, and subordinates. Rivalry games are there to defeat each other in the quest of power, and some kind of change games are there to control organizational wrongdoings or to seize control over the organization. So when the organization is facing all type of power and politics games and environment, there are politics and powers in the working environment or in the culture of an organization. The after effect of organizational politics is not very much, you can say, positive. You can see here on this slide that after effect of organizational policies are always like reduced performance, increased anxiety and stress in the subordinates and the superiors, decreased job satisfaction, and increased employee turnover, which here you can very well understand that none of the situation is ideal for the organization. It is not a positive, creating a positive working environment or work culture inside the organization. Okay, here you can see that there are some political positive strategies strategies which if these strategies are implemented in the organization, the relation between the politics and power is going to be a healthy relation. Okay, because the competition, and you can say some kind of politics and utilization of power is always inside the organization. It is all required to manage, or you can say the day-to-day functioning of an organization. It is should be utilized, because the power is always given to a designation, and if any legal authority is given to a designation, it is clear that it is going to be, first of all, smooth. That designation, that roles and responsibility is smooth, and it is required to perform those roles and responsibilities very you can say efficiently. So these legitimate legal powers are authorized to a authority, given to authority, and the use of that legal power is also you can say necessary when it is required in any situation or any point of working situation. So there are some positive political strategies in the organization, like building good relationship between the superior and subordinate and the social groups, and inside the organization, outside the organization, vertically as well horizontally. So when the superior and subordinate relation is healthy in the organization, the power and politics, the use of power and the politics behind that, related with that, is going to be going to, you can say, increase a healthy competition, a healthy environment inside the organization. People are not only thinking about their self-interest, they are thinking about the whole you can say working situation. The whole department or the whole team is working in a very healthy situation. Though the power and politics and competition and everything is there, but people are just cooperative and supportive, and they are helping each other and maintaining a good political relationship, or power and politics relationship inside the organization, and it is a very positive situation, ideal situation inside the organization. Okay, so at last we must know how to manage power and politics inside the organization. So here you can see that the power and politics exist in every organization. This is just, you can say, it is inevitable, where the people are working in an hierarchy, and at some position they have some they are authorized with, and they have some legal power to utilize. When they use those powers, the politics starts from there. Okay, but it should be the utilization of power and the politics with that must be in a healthy concept. Okay, so if it is clear that power and politics exist in every organization, so it is good for everyone to recognize that power and politics influence all behavior in the organization, and that is necessary to develop the skills to be able to understand and manage them. Okay, introduce clear rules. The first thing is that the rules and regulation, the protocols of any organization must be easily, clearly understood to each and every one working in that organization. So they could think that if someone is utilizing some kind of power authorized to that designation, it is not for the personal interest, it is for the benefit of the organization. So to just make a healthy relation between power and politics, all the rules and regulation, policies, procedures, protocols must be clearly communicated and clearly understandable to the employees working in an organization. And again, the next thing is that increase opportunity for dialogue. Yes, every time there must be a space, there must be a room, there must be an opportunity to interact on each and every issues which is just disturbing this healthy relation between power and politics. So every time everyone in the organization must have a opportunity to say his or her point of view. If it is going on in the organization, then the power and politics is going to be a very good you can say a beneficial situation in the organization.